Nothing changes if nothing changes, a seemingly straightforward yet profoundly impactful principle that, surprisingly, eludes many in their daily lives. In the realm of Stoicism, this principle serves as a guiding light, urging individuals to recognize the power of intentional transformation. As we embark on this exploration, remember that every successful person comprehends and implements this principle, considering it a cornerstone of their journey. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, encapsulated this sentiment when he stated, "Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily." In this video, we unravel the essence of this timeless wisdom, providing insights on how to integrate it into your life effectively. Change rarely occurs in isolation. It demands a catalyst, a trigger to propel us out of inertia. Consider this video your catalyst for change, a source of inspiration and practical guidance to set you on a path of intentional, meaningful transformation. Putting things off is the biggest waste of life. It snatches away each day as it comes and denies us the present by promising the future. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. You are arranging what lies in fortune's control and abandoning what lies in yours. What are you looking at? To what goal are you straining? The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Seneca. Seneca's words resonate with a stark truth, the brevity of life. Procrastination, the thief of time, denies us the richness of the present by fixating on an uncertain future. Each day slips away as we postpone actions and dreams for a tomorrow that may never arrive. Imagine a scenario where you've achieved everything you once dreamed of. A compelling vision, isn't it? Yet, for many, this remains elusive because action lags behind aspirations. The passage of time is relentless, and as we delay pursuing our dreams, life continues its unceasing march. Now, let's dissect Seneca's quote. He urges us to live immediately, emphasizing that the present is within our control, while the future remains uncertain. What are you looking at? To what goal are you straining? These questions echo the essence of intentional living. In the modern context, consider the endless to-do lists and postponed aspirations. How often do we say, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'll start next week"? These habits, influenced by the expectancy of a better future, hinder our ability to live fully in the present. It's akin to arranging what lies in fortune's control, the future, and neglecting what lies in ours, the present. To break free from the chains of procrastination, consider the 2-minute rule, a concept popularized by productivity expert James Clear. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This simple rule eliminates the tendency to postpone small tasks, creating a sense of accomplishment and momentum. Think of life as a series of sprints, rather than a marathon. Break down your goals into smaller, manageable tasks, and focus on the sprint at hand. This approach minimizes the overwhelming nature of long-term objectives and allows you to celebrate small victories along the way. In the digital age, where distractions abound, employ the Pomodoro technique. Work intensely for 25 minutes, then take a short break. This cyclical approach enhances focus and productivity, ensuring that your efforts are deliberate and purposeful. Understanding the shortness of life transforms procrastination into urgency. It becomes imperative to work diligently towards becoming the person you aspire to be. The pursuit of personal growth should not be deferred, as the clock is unwavering in its progression. Consider adopting the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. When you feel the urge to procrastinate or hesitate, count backward from 5 and take immediate action. This simple technique interrupts the habit loop of delay and initiates decisive movement towards your goals. Life's shortness underscores the importance of cultivating habits aligned with your values, and this is why you need to be the person you want to be. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, stated, "First tell yourself what kind of person you want to be, then do what you have to do." For in nearly every pursuit, we see this to be the case. Those in athletic pursuit first choose the sport they want, and then do that work. Epictetus, with profound simplicity, outlines a fundamental truth. To be the person you want to be, you must first define that person and then embark on the necessary actions. much like athletes who choose their sport and then dedicate themselves to the required training. Intentional living begins with a clear vision of your desired self. Understanding your purpose in life is akin to setting the coordinates for your journey. It provides direction, clarity, and a sense of meaning. Without a defined purpose, life becomes a series of disconnected events, lacking the depth that purpose imparts. Imagine setting out on a road trip without a destination. You may cover miles, but the journey lacks intention and fulfillment. Similarly, figuring out your purpose in life gives you a destination, a reason for every step you take. Knowing your purpose aligns your actions with your values and passions. It brings coherence to your decisions and lends significance to daily endeavors. As Epictetus suggests, envision the person you want to be and let that vision guide your actions, much like athletes selecting their sport. Now that you've identified your purpose, the next step is learning how to reach it. Epictetus provides guidance in another quote. That's why the philosophers warn us not to be satisfied with mere learning, but to add practice and then training. For as time passes, we forget what we learned and end up doing the opposite, and hold opinions the opposite of what we should. This quote emphasizes the dynamic nature of growth. Mere learning is not enough. The integration of practice and training is crucial to internalize and sustain the principles guiding your journey. Time has a tendency to erode knowledge, and without consistent practice, we may deviate from our chosen path. Epictetus urges us not to settle for passive learning, but to incorporate practice and training into our pursuits. To internalize your purpose, consider the following actionable advice. Consistent practice. Cultivate daily habits aligned with your purpose. These could be small, intentional actions that reinforce your values. For instance, if your purpose is kindness, practice small acts of kindness daily. Reflection. Regularly reflect on your actions and decisions. Evaluate whether they align with your envisioned self. If deviations occur, use them as opportunities for learning and adjustment. Mindful living. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. Be present in each moment, aware of how your actions contribute to the person you aim to become. Mindfulness fosters conscious living and reinforces purposeful behavior. Surround yourself. Engage with a community or mentor who shares your values and aspirations. Surrounding yourself with individuals on a similar journey provides support, guidance, and accountability. Now that you have a purpose and the tools for reaching it, understanding how actual growth is achieved becomes paramount. Growth is a continuous process, and Epictetus's philosophy encourages a dynamic interplay of learning, practice, and training. Acknowledge that growth involves challenges and setbacks. Embrace them as opportunities for refinement, rather than viewing them as obstacles. Epictetus's wisdom emphasizes the need for an ongoing commitment to both learning and application. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca. Seneca's poignant analogy encapsulates a universal truth. Growth and change are intrinsically linked to discomfort. Just as a gem requires friction to attain its brilliance, and a person undergoes trials to reach perfection, our own journey of growth necessitates stepping into discomfort. Change is not a passive occurrence. It is a dynamic process that demands our willingness to embrace discomfort. The comfort zone, while providing a sense of security, often becomes a hindrance to progress. Seneca's quote underscores the inextricable connection between trials, challenges, and the refinement of character. The correlation is evident in various facets of life: personal relationships, professional endeavors, and individual development. Stepping out of the familiar, confronting challenges, and enduring discomfort are prerequisites for meaningful growth. It's in these moments of friction that the rough edges of our character are polished, revealing the true brilliance within. Set incremental challenges. Instead of overwhelming yourself with drastic changes, set incremental challenges. Gradually increase the level of discomfort to build resilience. This could range from taking on new responsibilities at work to confronting fears in your personal life. Cultivate a growth mindset. Embrace the perspective that challenges are opportunities for learning and growth. Adopting a growth mindset allows you to view discomfort as a stepping stone rather than an obstacle. See setbacks as feedback and adjust your approach accordingly. Expand your comfort zone. Actively seek situations that lie just beyond your comfort zone. Whether it's public speaking, learning a new skill, or initiating difficult conversations, expanding your comfort zone broadens your capacity for growth. Embrace failure. Understand that failure is an integral part of the growth process. Seneca's analogy of a gem being polished signifies that even in moments of failure or adversity, there's potential for refinement. Learn from setbacks, adjust your course, and persist. Seek discomfort. Purposefully, intentionally choose discomfort as a means of personal and professional development. This could involve volunteering for challenging projects, taking on leadership roles, or pursuing activities that push your boundaries. Now that you're ready to make a change, the Stoics teach us two crucial steps before acting. The first thing to do: don't get worked up. For everything happens according to the nature of all things, and in a short time, you'll be nobody and nowhere, even as the great emperors Hadrian and Augustus are now. The next thing to do is consider carefully the task at hand for what it is, while remembering that your purpose is to be a good human being. Get straight to doing what nature requires of you, and speak as you see most just and fitting, with kindness, modesty, and sincerity. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius, in his timeless wisdom, provides a roadmap for deliberate action. This quote imparts two fundamental principles to abide by before taking any action: maintaining equanimity and focusing on the task at hand with a commitment to virtue. Marcus Aurelius advises against getting worked up, a timeless reminder that emotional reactions seldom contribute to effective problem-solving. Consider a modern analogy. Imagine encountering heavy traffic on your commute. Getting worked up and frustrated won't alleviate the traffic. Instead, it adds unnecessary stress. The Stoic approach would involve accepting the situation, understanding that it's beyond your control, and maintaining a calm disposition. Aurelius urges us to consider the task at hand in the context of our purpose, to be a good human being. In a work scenario, this could mean approaching a challenging project with integrity, collaborating with colleagues, and ensuring that your actions align with ethical standards. The Stoic lens encourages us to prioritize virtues like kindness, modesty, and sincerity. Here's some examples on implementing this in daily life. While stuck in traffic, instead of succumbing to frustration, practice maintaining equanimity. Use this time to listen to an educational podcast, engage in mindfulness, or simply accept the situation without unnecessary emotional turmoil. Or perhaps in a social setting, practice speaking with kindness, modesty, and sincerity. Instead of engaging in gossip or negative talk, contribute to conversations in a way that uplifts and supports others. Be sincere in your words, and approach interactions with a modest and humble demeanor. Now that you have the correct mindset for change, cultivated through Stoic principles of equanimity and virtue, it's crucial to develop a plan for effective implementation. In the wise words of Marcus Aurelius, stop letting yourself be pulled in all directions, but make sure you guard against the other kind of confusion. People who labor all their lives but have no purpose to direct every thought and impulse toward are wasting their time, even when hard at work. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of having a purpose to guide our efforts, avoiding the trap of directionless labor. Setting realistic and purposeful goals is the foundation for navigating the waters of change. Unrealistic expectations can lead to frustration, while well-defined goals serve as guiding lights. Here's some actionable advice for setting realistic goals. Define clear objectives. Clearly articulate the specific outcomes you aim to achieve. Whether it's personal development, career advancement, or habit change, define your goals with clarity. Prioritize. Purpose. Ensure that each goal aligns with your overarching purpose. Ask yourself how each objective contributes to your broader vision and values. Break down goals. Divide larger goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. This makes the path to achievement less overwhelming and provides a sense of progress. Consider time frames. Set realistic timelines for each goal. Understanding the time commitment required helps manage expectations and maintain motivation. Regularly evaluate progress. Periodically assess your progress. If necessary, adjust goals based on changing circumstances, but always keep the overarching purpose in mind. Taking incremental steps. Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. Epictetus. Epictetus highlights the power of consistent daily efforts in achieving progress. Rather than seeking radical transformations, the Stoic approach advocates for small, incremental steps that compound over time. Stories of individuals whose lives significantly improved through consistent, incremental changes reinforce the message that change is a process, not an event. Consider these tips on taking incremental steps for growth. Identify small actions. Break down your goals into the smallest possible actions. These could be daily habits, short exercises, or minor adjustments that align with your objectives. Create a daily routine. Incorporate small actions into your daily routine. Consistency is key, and establishing a routine makes it easier to integrate incremental steps into your lifestyle. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge and celebrate each small achievement. Recognizing progress, no matter how minor, reinforces the positive habits and encourages continued effort. Learn and adjust. Pay attention to what works and what doesn't. Be willing to adapt your approach based on the feedback from your incremental steps. Visualize long-term impact. Keep in mind the long-term impact of consistent efforts. Visualize the cumulative effect of small changes over time, reinforcing your commitment to the process. Now that you have a plan in place, there's one last challenge to overcome: the inevitable resistance and obstacles that accompany change. This final challenge is overcoming the fear of failure. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Epictetus encapsulates a profound truth in this quote. The significance lies not in the events themselves, but in our reactions to them. The fear of failure, a common barrier to change, often paralyzes us and inhibits the crucial first step towards transformation. Imagine an aspiring entrepreneur hesitating to launch a business due to the fear of financial setbacks. Epictetus's wisdom reminds us that the outcome of the venture isn't the primary focus. Rather, it's the resilience and adaptability in the face of challenges that define success. Consider the fear of failure as a roadblock in a journey. Focusing on the fear itself is akin to being immobilized by the obstacle. Epictetus encourages viewing the fear as just one part of the journey, with the power to navigate around it and continue moving forward. To overcome the fear of failure, you need to shift your perspective. Understand that failure is not a verdict on your worth or capabilities. It's a natural part of the learning process and an opportunity for growth. Embrace a growth mindset. Adopt a mindset that views challenges and failures as opportunities for learning and improvement. A growth mindset encourages resilience and perseverance. Focus on effort, not outcome. Redirect your focus from the end result to the effort and commitment you put into the process. This shift in perspective allows you to appreciate the journey, irrespective of the outcome. Learn from setbacks. Treat setbacks as valuable lessons. Analyze what went wrong, identify areas for improvement, and use the experience to enhance your skills and decision-making. Visualize success, not failure. Instead of dwelling on potential failure, visualize the success and positive outcomes that can result from your efforts. Positive visualization can counteract the paralyzing effects of fear. Set realistic expectations. Acknowledge that not every endeavor will result in immediate success. Set realistic expectations and recognize that the road to change may include setbacks, each a stepping stone towards eventual success. In this video, you've learned the importance of making a change and the actionable steps to achieve it. Now, the next step is mastering yourself to stay on track towards your dreams. Head over to our next video where you'll discover 10 Stoic principles to master yourself and navigate the challenges on your journey to personal growth and fulfillment.